Yes? No one? Please start. Please share something, any insights, anything as we read through. So, okay, let me share what I felt. So, what I felt about this chapter, particularly all the seven qualities and all. So, what I personally felt was like this chapter was very basic qualities which we all know, which we have all experienced, but we tend to forget. So, it's like back to the basics kind of reminder I had when we read this. All these qualities of be beauty, be love, believe in abundance, all of those. Like, I'll just read it out. I think I'll just name them. Um Eventually, like just for everyone's reminder. But that is what I felt. And it reminds me of even Sister Shivani, who talks about those seven or nine qualities of the soul when she says about always do this affirmation of I'm knowledgeable, I'm loving, all those. I don't remember the exact words. I'm peace, all of those. And even the word Om Shanti that the Brahma Kumaris talk about when they greet each other, it's just I am peace. So I just remembered of this, that when we are aligned with these qualities of our divine self or soul, like we are actually in harmony and everything falls in place. I think that's what the author means about just following and living with the intention. So that's what is my takeaway from today's reading. But yeah, please feel free to add your own perspectives and uh, realization insights along the way as we read together. Yeah, go on, go on.
Uh, can I share my insight?
Yeah,
I
please.
was, yeah, I love the story of the man who felt his in-laws are taking too much of space in his house. And when the spiritual leader says that, include all the animals into your home, starting with the chicken and the sheep and the dog. And then when he realizes that is more chaotic, more problematic, and when he lets out all these animals, there's abundance of space. And here the writer talks about in relation to beauty. So beauty is in everything. The more space you have is not actually physical, it's more in your heart. And if your intention is to include everyone and to see beauty in people and everything, you can accommodate anyone and everyone. So that really had an impact on me. Love is the force behind the will of God. Many quotations, all of them are very beautiful. Thank you.
Wow, yeah, true. So I'm just coming to this page where he talks about is the earlier reading that we had not read today, but before that, that which is manifested, that which has been or shall be is unmanifested, but not dead. For soul, the eternal activity of God animates all things. So beautiful, right? So it's all there, like how he talked about the seed part in the earlier chapters. It's all there, but we just need to tap into it. So yeah. Um, I liked even this five applicable steps that is given, right? For this seven forces of connection, what he calls. So I love that also, this cards idea. Yeah. I also like that story basically where he shared about his own experience where he was always abandoned, even when he was an orphan and he had to do all these odd jobs. He was always abandoned and he always were operating through this intention, as he says, right? The force of intention, because that was a aha moment for me to understand that. Because for me, I feel normally we look at these things as struggle, right? For anyone, like not just ourselves but even others, when they are doing this small jobs or things like that, we feel they're struggling. That's how the common consciousness is all about in the surrounding us. But I think that's not, maybe because if we feel many of these people, they're really more happy also, because maybe they're really operating through this power of intention, or it's not what we how we understand it on a general basis. I'm talking very generalizing. So just that was a realization for me. And maybe even when we might be struggling in our own life or in spaces like that, we just need to see that, as he mentioned, like I like that line very much where he shared that only the canvas or only the ground has expanded, but I'm still doing the same things, but only my, like I don't know what word he used exactly, but he said something like that, right? Where now the canvas is only bigger, kind of a thing. So I love that part. So that was a different perspective, and it really highlighted for me. So yeah, anyone else, please go on. Yeah, Richa, Deepika, anyone, please share. Deepika, you would like to share something?
Yeah. So the part which we read today, in fact, earlier also, um, the whole I can relate from spirituality. So the author today mentioned that Sahaj Yoga, Nirmala Mataji, they are having so many followers in India as well. So they used to teach these meditation techniques for chakra healing. So um, I can correlate with Bhagavad Gita as well, these divine qualities. And yes, Mansi, the way you said, these are very basic, but very, very important in our life. So somehow we sometimes connect with these qualities, and sometimes we ignore them, or we discourage them, or matlab, or we can say the circumstances or situations gets empowered into our lives, and we set them in the backstage, these qualities. So um, really very powerful to inculcate these qualities in our life, especially that receptivity, abundance, and being kind, creative. Love is so beautiful, the beauty itself in nature. So always being into the higher state, higher, we can say, in the when he one in one line the author said, when you are not connected to the god, means you will not be able to understand who you are actually. So that connection, in the previous reading he correlates, you can connect with japa or meditation. So I can so beautifully correlate that all the time, if you are having the name of the god in your tongue, so you are always connected to that divinity. So the spirituality always says that हर श्वास श्वास में आपका नाम जपे, मतलब that's the technique of japa. कोई भी कोई भी सांस खाली ना जाए, every breath should be connected to that divine power. So I feel very much connected with that spirituality or the teachings which we learn in Bhagavad Gita, and the author which he is trying to convey, that you have to always connect it to God. And when you are looking into those divine qualities, all these are divine qualities. In Bhagavad Gita there is chapter 16, divine and demonic qualities. So you have to see all those divine qualities in your laminated card every day, every time. You have to be in that state of being, that you have to radiate from those divine qualities. So like it was like wow, aha moment for me, that spirituality and these books are so much correlated, and they are helping us to reach to our goals, to connect more to the divine powers. So thank you everyone for being able to make these readings possible. Otherwise alone we cannot, matlab, I cannot take a step to read. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, Mansi, and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepika. Wonderful share. Very true. I always remember your lines when you keep like whenever I normally do share it with everyone whenever there is something related. So, since you're here, would you like to repeat them, like those
Yeah, yeah,
beautiful
it was
lines that
like
you
Hari
always
Kripa
said
and
about
Hari Ichha.
surrender? Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah, Hari Kripa and Hari Ichha. If something happens as per your desires, thank you, God, thank you, Krishna. That's Hari Kripa. And if anything happens out of our wish, some negative things, so Hari Ichha. There is some new possibilities, new things, new learnings, new teachings into our life through this lesson. So Hari Kripa and Hari Ichha. Yeah.
Yes, very true. Thank you so much. I always remember that, and that has stayed with me. So yeah. So and just remembered one thing, like I think I am not going through all the laws, but we read this book about seven spiritual laws of success, and I think these are also those seven qualities. I think they must be same. I don't know. I'll have to just check once. But the last one, be receptive, and even in that seven spiritual laws of success by Deepak Chopra, he also talks about the law of receptivity as the final law. So everything comes in full circle when we are receptive to things. So yeah, that just remembered that. So just added that. Yeah. Anyone else, please? Anyone? Pranavi, Richa? Yes, Pinaki ji. Pranavi, you want to unmute or speak?
No, no, actually, I'm in the listening mode. I don't have anything to discuss, so I'm just listening to you all. Yeah,
Sure, sure, no
bye.
problem.
So,
Yes,
hi,
yes, Pinaki.
sweet morning, sweet more earning or divine angels. Just start and end your day with one simple thought. At least do it for next 7 days and you see what happens. Just declare yourself and accept. Just declare yourself and accept. I am a divine angel. That's it. Just see what happens.
Yeah, that's it what you wanted to say? That was beautiful anyways, but just asking.
Yeah, because चलो अभी मैं explanation नहीं दूंगा. Just do it and then you see what happens. But
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to do it with full conscious awareness, full conscious connection. Consciously connect with your creator. Actually consciously connect with your creator. And actually do it with full intention. Like you're absolutely clear that you're doing it. Not like a mechanical affirmation kind of thing. Actually experience when you say this that I am a divine angel. 5 words. Actually say it, actually feel it, actually experience it when you get up in the morning and before you go to bed. Even saying it once is good enough. You don't need to say it 3 times, 4 times, 7 times, 11 times, 108 times. कोई जरूरत नहीं. Just say it once with full conscious awareness, completely connected to your higher self, experiencing that connection is alive. Actually experience that connection is alive. You are connected to that supreme powerness, supreme power, supreme consciousness, your creator, the spiritual being you are. Just connect yourself with your supreme creator, supreme consciousness. And with full conscious awareness, with full intention, experiencing the intention when you're saying this, that I am a divine angel. You know, you don't probably, as this in my case, I don't need to explain what is happening in my life. I consider myself lucky enough to get up in the morning and discover that I'm a divine angel. My journey on this earth is still not complete. I have one more day to contribute. Okay, just stay with this thought, stay with the vibrancy. You will notice what will notice, with every person, you will notice that the vibration of this one thought that I'm a divine angel is going up, 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 and up. You'll start actually feeling that way throughout the day. You'll actually start feeling it. Just do this one activity. I'm not saying it's an exercise, it's an assignment. It's just one activity with complete awareness of staying fully consciously connected with your supreme consciousness, the part which you are a part of, the supreme consciousness. And just say, I am a divine angel. You declare it, accept it. You know what will happen? After some, it will happen automatically. It will just happen automatically. You'll start receiving those divine powers. That will make all the difference. And like I know that when I'm talking, that divine power is showing up. You are feeling that divine power. That is, there's something in this entity called Pinaki. Pinaki is the just name of the body, nothing else. But there is something in that voice, some energy, which when just opens up the tap, something happens. Exactly same thing is going to happen with each one of you. Just stay connected with yourself. Getting up in the morning and before going to bed. देखो क्या होता है. It will show up in your outside. The inside plus action is equal to outside. It will show up. That's it.
Thank you, Pinaki, for sharing that. It was really beautiful. Yeah, and I have experienced this power of intention. Like when we set an intention for our day or anything, any project, anything, it really makes a lot of difference. So yeah, let's give it a try. Yeah, what Pinaki has shared with us. Yeah, very true. I do live with this, maybe not with exact affirmation, but with the same thought. But yeah, thank you for adding that. Yeah, anyone else who had not spoken and would like to speak or share something? Richa? Yeah, Manish. Yeah, go on. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Good morning, everybody. Good read today, and just want to add something that I was just reading something today morning, and that connected to what we read today. That our mind has a habit of getting reward on a regular basis, right? So what happen is like we work a lot in the day, but if we don't enjoy our day, by the end of the day, we don't feel the happiness and the you can say the gratitude inside our body and mind, and that is very important. And we should not look for perfection, that okay nahi ye aise hi hona hai waise hi hona, something like that. I feel that when the author says that you sell the cleverness and buy the bewilderment, is that uh, it is not okay to be very wise and to know everything, and it is okay to be confused. And it just happens when every state of our being, positive, confused, you can say going through challenges, is building us for a betterment of us. So it is okay, like we don't need to know everything. It is okay to be that. So sell your cleverness. Like we don't need to know everything. Okay. And when I say by bewilderment is sometime when we are so
Your
so the
voice
point
is
is,
breaking, Manish ji. Your voice is breaking somehow.
yeah, 1 second, I'm in lift, so give me a few seconds. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Okay, I am outside now. So what I'm saying is, Uh, See, as long as we are working in the direction of our goals, it is okay to be confused. It's okay to be lack of ideas. Sometimes is okay not to know everything. But the point is that is our true consciousness. We don't need to know everything. What we only need to know is that what I can do now, to the best of my capability, and that is consciousness. So, so when we think like that, we start finding the way forward. So when the author says sell the cleverness and buy the bewilderment, is he means to say that, like, uh, don't think too much, just keep working on that. And one more thing is, we should be, whatever we want to achieve, we should set very clear and very realistic goals. you know uh, it's just like that, like in the Atomic Habits and all that, we read that, you can build the biggest wall in the world if you can put one brick at a time. So the success lies in small things on a consistent basis. And have your faith in your consciousness, and you'll find the way out. And it can lead to success in every area of your life. Be with yourself, be happy with that, and just have faith and good feeling, then just follow that. So that's why I say for today, intention.
Wow, that was very beautiful, very, very beautiful. Well, you nailed it, in fact. And yeah, I also want to add just one thing to this, what Manishji shared, that this was my thought when we were reading this, that it's like a child, right? Like how children are. They are exactly operating through all these divine qualities, and they are free. They are actually very connected by their own, like naturally. So I just remembered that, and that what Manishji shared about this one line that was so profound in the reading that we did today about sell your cleverness and buy the bewilderment. Yeah, that's very, very true, and that aligns with children too. And we need to be childlike somewhere to be like that. Yeah, very true, very beautifully pointed out and nailed, and very, very nicely summarized, Manishji, both the essential parts of the chapter, having a intention, like having a proper goal for the day and everything, and also being okay with the unknown. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was very
Yeah,
well said also.
one more thing
Yeah.
just came to my mind is that, it's just like a tree, right? A tree sheds its leaves every year, once a year, every year, and that it again brings the leaves every year. So the point is, you're never short of time, you're never short of ideas. Is about you have to follow your intention and just work on that on a daily basis without any doubt, without any worry. Because whatever you are thinking in your current capacity, you have enough to achieve your goals. Don't try to think too much कि मुझे ये भी चाहिए वो भी चाहिए. Your intention is your only reality you need. Rest will fall in place. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, very true. That is also what the author said, right? About having giving an example of his book. He shared that I just see the book in completion, and it makes me follow the intention every day. Like it's like just it just happens. So yeah, very well said. Yeah, thank you for pointing these beautiful things which we might have missed out if we had not discussed it today. Yeah. Yes, Richa, you're the only one who's not spoken today of the ones who have been there for the reading. So anything you would want to add, please?
Good morning. I joined midway through the reading because I was out and I was driving. But I'm home now. I was mostly in listening mode, and I want to thank everyone who was reading and shared such beautiful insights. The only thing I would stack on, I think the ideas that were already shared or discussed upon based on today's reading is about like anything that we do, right? Like meditations, puja, any spiritual activity. Um, I think when it purely comes with that intention of clear intention of uh, why we are doing that activity, and the other thing is that वो दिल से like जब आता है like from my personal experience, I have tried doing puja and fallen off that bandwagon in past several years again and again, because somehow in my head it I made it into work or some kind of a ritual. But something switched, last year and December onwards. Like, I did that with a very new approach, and I think my intention was very clear that I want to do that 2 minute puja just so that I am focusing on a vidhi, right? A ritual. Because I've already been doing mantra meditation and all of that, but there was this added intention that those 2 minutes, basically I have something to do as well with my hands, and that automatically made my mind focus on just those 2 minutes, and my mind wasn't like doesn't sway here or there. So just with that very simple and pure intention, and by keeping it simple and stacking the additional thought or idea from Atomic Habits, that whatever new habit you're doing, keep it simple, right, so that you're consistent. And I have been doing it for like I think 3 months, over 3 months now, and I can see uh, what a great profound difference it makes in my day, just those 2 minutes. And I have done this in the past as well, but this is the power of intention that I have felt, and I felt aligned with whatever the author has been mentioning in today's chapter. That's all. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for the sharing. Yeah, I just remembered something, so I'll just add that. So recently, so the author mentioned about having small, this is what I gauged from it, that it's also about loving all the small things or big things, whatever we do, just putting in all our energy and just enjoying and loving that thing, irrespective of how the job is or what we are doing, just being very open and just being in the moment and enjoying it, and more than enjoying, it would be like being present to it. And it actually, it's not good or bad in that sense if we are being able to be present. So I just experienced something recently, which I could connect with. So basically, it was my granny was it's my mom's mom. She's been bedridden for a few like days or months now, and I had just been visiting her last week, and somehow her nails were grown a lot. Like, I don't know, like literally a lot, and so I couldn't see it. So next day when I went, and I just had this inclination to cut it, and I asked for permission from my uncles, and I just did it. And it was so beautiful. Like, it did not feel like I don't know. I could. It did not feel anything. In fact, I really felt so good about doing that. It was such a beautiful experience. I felt like I really felt so good within. Like, I just felt like maybe this is just my opportunity to do her little service to what she had done for me all the years when she was in her best state of like as a granny, and I had fond memories of her, and so it was very beautiful. So I remember recently when I was talking to one of my mentee friends, so she was sharing that. Her in-law is not is bedridden, her father-in-law and all, and the one thing that she mentioned that gave her joy was scraping his feet and cutting his nails and something things like that she's not able to do now because of her own illness. So I was very I did not really understand it then, that how can this be a uh, something that you can enjoy, something like that. But when I did experience it, I really felt that, and I think it's more about the service, or I think it's just being, maybe me being in the moment, that makes all the difference. So something that might look ugly on the outside or not so enjoyable can also be very beautiful. Like simple task like washing your dishes, folding your clothes, and small chores like cleansing up. I really feel when we do it with a lot of mindfulness, they feel divine in themselves. Like it just being in the moment, and it's just that we are just doing an activity, but mentally we are in a very different state. Is what I really experienced that day also, and have experienced many a times. So just that reminds me of what the author shares about this works, right? Like as I also repeated, I'm repeating it again. Like he just said that as an orphan he used to do all these things, helping people with groceries and so many tasks he mentioned. But and as grown up also I'm doing the same things, and he says that it's all about that my ground has got just bigger now. So I feel if we start looking at things that way, everything is so easy, right? So that's what I felt, so just wanted to share it. So yeah. um anyone else? Anything, or shall we just close? It's anyway 8:26. So we can definitely call it a day. We are over time. Yeah, I think, and we are done. So anyone wants to add something quick, we can. Yeah, Richa, please.
I was just going to say, I don't think the the Zoom AI companion like is working fine for me today. Like it has not compiled like the reading basically part of today's session.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. I
So
guess.
I don't think I will be able to share any notes today, and I don't know. I've not tried anything for the discussion yet. But just wanted to check if you were able to take any notes, Mansi.
Initially, I did not take any notes. I just, because normally I don't do it from the beginning. I just now I just did the catch me up where I just got one para or a little bit. I think
Yeah,
it's just still showing me. Yeah, so it's still showing me a little some, but it's not actually pointed out all the pointers that are there.
exactly.
That we
Like
took.
today, it's not summarizing it. Like for some reason, it is giving very small
Very
blurb,
generic.
very generic.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
happens. That has happened a few times. Yeah, but he has covered the seven qualities. I can see that in the paragraph. So I can get a para. I can take that much. Shall I share with you on
Yes.
WhatsApp?
Yes. If you can.
Okay.
Yep.
That whatever I got, I'll share. It's not much, but I think that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. And I think let's be a little flexible, because personally, even I'm not able to take notes properly during this, and now we are also like recording this, right? So on YouTube we are putting it, so we have the discussions with us.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
realize you recording?
Today I forgot to do it initially, so I did the discussion part, but we are planning to like do it. Like, let's see, we have to figure it with Saurabh. But yeah, we are doing something about it. We may not be sharing it every day since it's a everyday thing, but we can get hold of it if we need to, like, kind of a thing. Yeah, yeah,
Sure.
Manish.
Yeah, one more last thing I want to share, I feel is very important in the alignment with the power of intention. See, sometimes what happen is, in a day-to-day basis, we are afraid to take some decisions based on doubt, fear, or whatever. But I feel that the important thing is, our power of intention has power over everything. So sometimes you have to break your mindset to open your mindset. You have to break your heart to open your heart, right? So the point is, you have to truly believe yourself that your intention has power over everything else. And the sooner you have that belief, the sooner you get it better. So we should practice to take fast decisions and not get away with fear, doubts, and anything like that. And we should strongly believe our intention, and we should believe that in our true consciousness, we our intention has the power. It needs to make it successful or make it do what we want to do. So I think we should believe our intention with mindfulness, and be ready to take any action that we feel is important, because a lot of time we delay our uh, happiness, success, by not taking actions. So I think we should uh, believe our intention and take actions, and I think everything will fall in place. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Manish. Yeah, very true, very true. I do agree. So yeah, I'm taking whatever I can, Richa, from the AI, and I'm sharing it with you, just raw, whatever I get without
Yeah,
editing. So
yeah,
just
and I
look into
got
it.
the discussion part, I got at least a good summary, like good pointers. But yeah, whatever you have, share it, and I will just try to compile it and put it in the group.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. I will give you the template today. Okay, sorry, I couldn't find time to do
That's
it.
okay. Yeah, yeah, no worries. Whenever
Yeah.
you can. Yep, yep, no worries.
Thank you. Thank you everyone. See you tomorrow. And also
Thanks.
one more, just one more quick thing which I would want to share, that we are starting a little late these days somehow, because everyone is joining a little later. So I just request everyone to please join sharp at 7:15. So max by 7:20 or 7:18 we'll start with the reading, and we can cover a little more, because I was just looking and we have not covered much of the book. It's good to go slow, not a problem, but just sharing that we'll be able to cover a little more if we just start a little early and basically on time. So just requesting everyone to be there, like, yeah, that's
Sounds
it.
good. Yeah, works for me as well because for me, my time zone, like they changed the time, right? So it changed this morning. So I'm 1 hour ahead now. So it is like even later in the, I mean, the time as such is the same, but the clockwise. And once I get into the routine, like this one. So now, like currently it is 10 o'clock. Usually it is 9 o'clock by when we finish, right? For me, for my local time. But now it's 10 o'clock. So yeah, very soon I think I'll start having like a time limit. Like maybe I'll be able to stay back only for 15 minutes for the discussion.
No, no,
Uh,
we'll do that also. Like, eventually, if we start early, or even if everyone is okay, we can even start at 7 for that matter instead of 7:15. That's also okay with me.
No, Mansi,
So
7 will be a peak time for me. I would request you to conduct it by 7:15 or 7:20. That would be a better
okay,
time
so
for me.
we'll keep with the time. Anyways, for
yeah,
we won't be changing it for the ongoing book anyways. So yeah, let's keep it the same. No problem. Yeah, but we'll start sooner. So we'll start sharp at
like
7:20.
on time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that will be
Yes.
good for us. Yeah.
And
Okay.
today
Thank
we
you.
covered chapter 4, right, Mansi?
No, no, we completed chapter 3, I guess, and
Okay.
tomorrow we'll be starting with chapter 4. This something like why we get disconnected, obstacles in connecting, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Thank you.